All right, joining me now, Dave Rubin, host of the Rubin Report, and David Bahnsen, founder and managing partner of the Bahnsen Group, both familiar to our viewers. Thank you for helping us the other night. So, this came up in the first segment with Katie Pavlich, specifically, and I wanted to get your take on it. And it's not, it may or may not be original, but I don't care anymore. The left will rue the day that Charlie Kirk was killed like this. They will rue the day. This was a big mistake, and it will intensify the movement.
I hope so.
Is that, how do you feel about that?
I pray that that is the way that this goes, that they have now woken up something that we've all seen shifting culturally, right? We know younger people actually, although the woke thing sort of hit us all in the head for, you know, a good 5-7 years, something like that. We know now that the younger generation actually is already leaning conservative. They want to know that basic biology is actually real. They don't want to think they're living in a systemically racist country. We can do all that stuff. And they've had it with that. And Charlie really was the leader. You know, I mentioned this to you the other day, but when Charlie and I met, I was a lefty. He said to me, "You're on the left, I'm on the right, let's go tour and let's argue about everything." And that's what we did. And the best thing that Charlie ever taught me, I mean, many of our positions came closer because he was so good at arguing, and I'm very proud to give him credit on that. But at the end of all of our events, where fire alarms would be pulled and bomb threats would be called in and we'd have coffee thrown at us and all that stuff, he would always say to the audience, "If you disagree with us, come up first." And I've incorporated that into every event that I've done since then. This was the #1 leading guy in America reaching out to the other side. They took him out, and we can only pray that Katie is right, that they will now have unleashed something that will be born through his spirit that really could save the country. Because if not, we're looking at something much more dangerous.
Well, I know. We're looking at the darkness. We're looking at the evil darkness. Dave Bahnsen, I just listed some of the points today: free speech, civility, free speech, civility, faith, freedom and free markets, and affordability, an economic slice to Charlie's thinking, and life, Faith goes with life, but especially Charlie's brilliant life. What have I left out?
Well, I want to emphasize what you said about the economics of Charlie. He didn't compromise on the conservative, traditional beliefs and freedom in a free society, had a vision. Now, his, like mine, is rooted to a moral foundation. It's very important. If we want stickiness, this thing is not going to last. If we don't tether our belief in freedom to something more transcendent, Charlie understood that. He wasn't afraid to talk about it. I think the civility issue you talk about and this notion of debate, disagreement, look, this is the hallmark of a free society. We have to be able to disagree with one another civilly. And I think his willingness to do it with his ability to be articulate, his rhetorical skills, his confidence with younger people, college campuses. Look, Larry, you know, you remember in the Reagan years, there were a group of people that were younger, that were out making the case. They all got older.
Yes, we did.
Charlie had a youthful energy, but his energy wasn't immature. He was maturing. He was a 31-year-old family man that talked about, don't go out and party, go work and be with your family. I loved that message. Now, I love it from a 51-year-old like me. Charlie was 31 saying it.
You can't, David, you can't. I like to persuade people. My entire career, I've tried to persuade them of my free market views. But if you're yelling and insulting them, you're never going to get through. You're just not.
No, it'll
much
get
less
you.
Murdering them. But just, you know, if you're not civil, they're not going to listen.
No, look, the yelling and insulting will get you clicks. It might get people to tune in, but it will not change minds. And what Charlie did was sit with these kids one-on-one individually, and basically he used the Socratic method. Why do you think what you think? And he actually untethered them from a lot of banana stuff. And it's
I love that. Good for you. Dave Rubin, thank you. David Bahnsen, thank you very much to both of you folks.